Good morning, Dan Morrison.
Good morning, Sam Cremane. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. You've risen from the dead to be here.
I have, yes. Yes, for full disclosure, I am a shell of a person right now. But here we are. So lovely to be chatting Traitors.
Where did she go last night?
I went to the Queer Film Festival at the moment, and I watched a okay film called Thruple. I got very panicked when I left the theater because they gave you these weird rings to rate the movie. So it was like a 1 to 5 kind of thing, but they gave you like a weird. But I wasn't prepped on that I had to rate the film, so I was just given this weird like silver ring, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing with this? Like, they just handed it to me as I went out, and then I was like at these polls that had like, 1 to 5 that you could put it on, and I randomly, as a sheep, just threw it on 3 because I was like,
of course,
that has the most rings. Yeah, that has the most rings, so I'm going to throw it on. But to be honest, the film was a 2, so and I wanted to run back and like put it like back on the 2, but anyway, here we are.
Were there a lot of thruples in attendance?
One of my friends was truly unhinged because like they did like a little speech beforehand going like, oh, like this is like lovely to have this film here at the festival, and they were like, any thruples in the audience? And my friend threw his hand up, and he was like there with his like partner, and then there was like me.
Just looked at you.
Another
you're in.
Me and another friend were there, and I was like, which one of us has been chosen? I was like, I have no idea. So it was just a very like odd moment. And I, to be honest, was so close to the front, I have no idea how many other people like threw their hands up at that point. But so I was like,
they do love letting you know, thruples. They love telling you all about the polycule, about who's where in the hierarchy, and you're like, I didn't ask, but thanks.
Sam, I'm not going to name names because I actually can't remember off the top of my head, but there is a couple that I know that is from Melbourne, so you probably know them as well. But they have recently, I felt, hard launched their throuple, and it's just like one of those things where, I think it was one of those things where they were like just a couple like posting a bit and just like very like fun, sexy time kind of thing, and then truly recently they were like, we want people to know there's 3 of us now, and it's just like it's full like 3 people in a post every time, and it's just like reminder there's 3 of us now. So love a hard launch of a throuple.
Love that. Who knows, maybe this year.
Maybe for both of us, Sam, we can have we can just cause more drama in our lives by just adding a third person to just annoy us.
I went to a poly wedding last year, and there were so many speeches. There were so many people. People just kept popping up to give speeches, and I was like, "Are you involved?" I was like, "How are you involved?" It's like, "Oh no, it's just the dad." I was like, "Okay, cool. It's not like
just
another extra." But then I was like, "Whose dad are you?" Like, there's so many people it could be.
Daddy or dad?
Exactly. And you haven't watched the Trainwreck Snatch game from last night?
No, I have just be like, I want you to tell me how horrific it was, but I'm not liking a lot of the people on this season. Like I'm a Susie Toots girl through and through, and Lexi Love.
Lexi Love is the only one doing it for me. Like the rest of them could
Lexi Love, I love
leave in one episode. They could do a 10 person elimination, and I would be fine.
But also, like, why are we treating? Sorry, Lexi Love is like what, mid-30s, and we're treating her like she's 65, and I'm just like, what's happening?
She's 32. She's early 30s.
Yeah, but
like what?
But we're treating her like she's this like ancient queen. I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, I'm sitting there watching her, like, I'm like, Lexi, you're older than me, and like you are this like apparently like veteran amongst these women.
They're calling her grandma. There was many grandma comments. Well, yeah, she didn't serve in the snatch, but they love her anyway, which I love, and they pretty much say that in the judging, like, you fucked that up, but we love you.
Who did Lexi play?
What's the name? Gilbert, someone, the comedian.
Oh, Gilbert Gottfried.
Gilbert Gottfried.
The one that screams.
Yes.
Okay.
Screaming comedian.
I love.
Good choice, I
actually love. I was going to say, I love that as a character, but that would be extremely hard to pull off. Like, screaming's great, but if you can't scream right, it's going to be painful.
No. And she didn't pull it off, but they still enjoyed it. She kind of like made it obvious that she knew she was fucking it up, and they appreciated that.
Great. That's all you can do. Who was the worst out of the fray?
Honestly, there's too many to name. Lana Jarre doing Rosa Parks, and then RuPaul just setting up all RuPaul setting up all of these bus jokes, like, is the bus still running, and then just cut to her just crickets, just not computing. And then she was like, I was supposed to say that. It's like, oh honey, welcome to improv. Like,
like, Lingerie's fans on Twitter are the most insane people I've seen.
Are
this
they?
season. I only to be honest, I try not to engage with Drag Race.
Are they going to come for us now?
No. I just know people go like insane. But the weirdest thing is that the Lingerie fans are like the new like psychopaths this season. They're like just like, you can't say anything about her, and they're just like they're just very like one track mind kind of thing. The whole like someone called her, I think one of the drag queens called her like, oh, like you can just be skinny and like you'll like be fine in a challenge. And Julie, this poor drag queen that said that was her throat was slit after that. That was just like, it was just like they were like, you're dead to us. And anyway, so I'm not engaging with lingerie fans, but
RuPaul does love a skinny queen. Those twinks get free passes. I'm sorry.
Who do you think RuPaul in like this day and age is like fucking like what type is he going for?
Lydia Butthole Collins.
Great.
I think RuPaul is
that's the type to achieve.
RuPaul is fantasizing about fucking butthole.
Great.
Yeah.
As he should while he's fracking. Great.
Apple cider vinegar is causing a buzz. You've seen a few apps?
I've seen the first 3 at this stage. So I like, to be honest, I feel like I didn't touch down properly with Miss Bell at the time, but I've had a fun time going back to the lovely 60 Minutes interview. And then also just like watching whatever.
We watched the whole 60 Minutes interview last night, and can I tell you, it is just iconography. That fucking pink sweater, her just going, Tara, I was a person that was born at an age that I believe to be 26. Like, what the fuck?
I was literally going to say my obsession at the moment is her. She goes, I've been raised to believe I was 26. I was just like,
but I've always been 26.
I'm like, what do you mean? I've always been 26. And they were like, but then like her latest paperwork says she's 23. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about? It's
but does it make sense?
Like,
because she literally like figured out a way to create like a number one like selling app. Like at the sort of the start of like apps, she was like trailblazing. Like if you can do that, how can you not know like how age works? How numbers work?
Sam, that's the biggest thing for me at the moment, because the thing that's absolutely done my head in, because she is just like some run-of-the-mill bogan, and I knew many of them. Like growing up, like Campbelltown area where I was from, I met I want to say like 60 Belle Gibsons in my lifetime. The fact
that emo hair and the nose ring, hanging out at the skate park.
Literally, like there's dime a dozen out Western Sydney. Why she managed to like have this like trajectory? I'm like, what am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? Like, if this girl who was pure trash with like clearly some mental disorder did so well, I'm like, I'm losing right now because I'm not doing enough. And like Belle was winning, so like I'm the fool.
Well, it just goes to show that, like, yeah, it doesn't actually matter in this world how hard you work or how good of a person you are. Sometimes shit sticks to the wall, and I think she benefited from the right place and the right time.
100%. And I commend her on capitalizing on foolishness from other people. Like, well done to her. Like, if you can find your niche, you can find your market. And she found a very fucking huge market of people who didn't give a shit about research or
don't love the
fact,
bit about,
which is amazing.
Yeah, don't love the bit about convincing people not to undergo cancer treatment. But yeah, sure, healthy food is good either way. We support that part. And then it's like, oh, honey.
We love the... I fully support a scam. Like, I'm here. I need to... I hope to God, Scam Goddess, like, podcaster, she's done Belle Gibson at some point. So I need to, like, go back because I would love a little recap on this. It must be. So I'd love to hear that recap.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, it's a good series. It's really fun. I can't fucking believe that that actress, the lead, isn't Australian, because that accent fooled me.
Great.
I was incredible accent.
Great Australian accent.
That is like it's a Melbourne mid 2000s accent, like to a T.
Oh, it's perfect. Like, it's just I love when a American Australian accent fools someone. And do you know what? Like, when you hear it, you're like, oh, she's not putting on an Australian accent. It sounds like authentic, which is true bogan. You know what I mean? As in, like, if you can nail that and make it feel authentic, like, you have won. So well done. Well done to our girl.
I was fooled. Yeah, and I'm enjoying. There's some really nice, like, nostalgia in the show as well. Like, it sort of takes you to some places and times that you remember when this sort of, like,
soundtrack.
Great soundtrack. I love there's like a few like early Sia songs in there and stuff like that. It's perfect.
I screamed when I heard early Sia. I was like, oh my God. Was it Clap Your Hands?
Clap Your Hands.
What's that?
That song was a moment in time.
Oh, truly, because I will not be listening to it again. But thank you for Apple Cider Vinegar for bringing that back.
And I need to shout out regular guest of The Cringe Is Real, Maria Angelico, for her fantastic cameo as a mum in the Mum and Bubs group. It's just, I screamed. Oh, Maria,
the little Melbourne group sitting around.
Yes, yeah.
Was she the one that kept walking with her, or was she one of the other ones that just?
She was the one that kept walking with her, and they put her in like this hideous like fur vest. It was perfect.
Sam, I do not know your dear friend, but I love her. She was the one that was like, maybe you should find another mother's group. Was that her?
Yeah.
Love. Perfect performance.
I know. It really was the cherry on top of a great series. We just gobbled it up in one sitting. We were like, next.
So I actually can't, because it's so heavy to me, especially like second episode onwards. I was just like, oh, this is dark.
It's a lot.
And I need, I'm going to like absolutely finish it. But like, that's why I'm only like 3 episodes in. Cause I'm like, I need to take this like a few days at a time, because just horrific. And I just like, you feel kind of like it's, oh yeah. Cause it's also like, the cancer thing is not like fun. Vicky Gumbelson Brooks partner. It's like, this is horrific.
I had some weird dreams that night, I will say. Like fucking weird dreams, because I don't think no one should consume that much cancer scam content before bed. But here we are.
Yeah. Here we are.
I need to tell you about another queen that's semi scamming. Maltese pop star chosen for Eurovision, Mariana Conte. She has been chosen to perform at Eurovision this year with the song Cant, which is spelt
beautiful
Kant. And the song goes, Do, re, mi, fa, sa, sa, serving Cant. Cant, of course, in Maltese means to sing. How good.
Don't. That's perfect. Just I fear once it's performed, the way the gays are gonna consume this song. But
they are already consuming, and it's already causing a stir. I can't wait to see how they try and get away with this. if they try and censor it or not. It's going to be fun. It's always a dramatic time.
Oh, good luck to the people at SBS. Like, just whoever's got to sit in a room and make that editorial call. What are we going to do with this? Good luck to you. But I hope my hopes and dreams are uncensored, and let's just lean in.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I hope they go for it. It's too funny. It's like, come on, we all get it. Shall we traitor?
Let's. I was going to say let's straighter, but it's not
no longer the Traitors.
This is one of the gay shows I've like now indulging in, and do you know what? Couldn't be happier. I need to say a statement up the top, and I'm gonna lean into it. I love Tom Sandoval.
Sandoval
it's hard.
Is the star of this particular episode. This is his episode.
It's great. I just like I had such a fear when they first launched into this challenge because I'm like, oh my God, they're not indulging enough. And then Tom just like took it home and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so happy.
Thank God he was there because this challenge could have been so boring otherwise. Like someone needed to do it properly and make a fool of themselves. And he's always willing to do that, which we love.
Oh, true full energy. But I'm so happy he was a part of it because I reckon this would have been an absolute flop of a challenge if we didn't have Tom Sandoval. So blessings to him.
Yeah, he's really taking the spotlight. Now that we don't have Boston Rob sort of gobbling up all of the screen time with his like masculine energy, now we've just got Tom Sandoval kind of like stumbling into the spotlight and it's heaven.
It's beautiful. And also this it just shows you as soon as you get rid of that energy, what the show can be, which is just like pure camp fun. Also, that opening, I don't know what the fuck happened because it had no link to anything, but that like opening shot of like the three traitors and like fire going off and everything, I was like, what the fuck is it? Like amazing budget. Like, what are we doing? It was just like it was like previously on, but like they did the most dramatic ass like fire everywhere, traitors standing around, all this shit. I was just like, oh my God. I was like, I love this show.
It's so good. The unnecessary just like shots of the traitors walking around the castle, fire behind them. I loved the face-to-face murder, except we do need to talk about Chriselle just kind of like completely killing the vibe of that. Like I would have loved it to have been anyone else just so we could see a good reaction, but they were literally like, Chriselle, you're dead. And she's like, oh, that's a bit sad, isn't it? Like, what the fuck?
She took it too seriously. Like this whole thing is like so cinematic and looks amazing. Like just give us like Dolores energy, like the way Dolores was standing there giving her like mafia speech. Like give us like a bit dramatics. And also Danielle's brief, I don't know who spoke to her, but she was possibly too serious. Like there was one side of the coin where like Chriselle was like barely like clocked in, and then Danielle was too clocked in. I was just like, what's happening? Like Carolyn kind of got the brief, but it was just like Danielle was like, and I'm pretending I'm not. I'm acting in a scene. Like she
Danielle
was just like,
thinks
I'm
she
here
is
to kill you.
Actually murdering people. Danielle thinks that they get taken behind the castle and shot every time she makes a decision. Like she's acting like it is Squid Game, and it's great television. But Danielle being like, it's what we have to do. It's in our role as the traitors. It's what we have to do. But Chriselle didn't even react to finding out who the traitors were. Kind of like a big deal, babe. She just looks at them and she's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, she was like very strange about it. Like I saw weirdly last week before this, she was like defending herself about like I saw her like replying to people going like, oh, like a strategy game's just like not for me. And she was like,
no
and
shit.
She was like, I was on. No, and she was like, oh, I'm on to Danielle, but like no one was listening to me. So like what my theories were getting like cut from the episode because I was trying to convince people that like Danielle was, but like no one was like caring about what I was saying.
Why'd you vote for Tom every week?
Okay. It was that exact thing. And then I was also like, it was when I saw her replying to it, I was like, oh, you are clearly gone next week because you're trying to like back up. You're like you're going to be like useless in the next episode, and then clearly because she got killed. So, but like, yeah, she's just like, just have some fun with it because truly everyone there, like, I think Tom Sandoval of all people probably would have pretended he got like shot or something or stabbed and like fell to the ground. Like he was like ready to act, like he was ready to go. And sadly, we didn't get a performance from anyone except Chriselle just being like truly sad. She was getting eliminated from the game.
But before that, we have breakfast because they really dragged this out, the face-to-face murder. But it was camp, but they do drag it out. So we see we almost get to see it. And then they're like, no, breakfast time. And it's like, okay. Gabby, of course, is safe. Gabby seems to be like the first girlie at breakfast, like every day.
I'm sorry. I need her in the turret. I don't want them to recruit this week, but I want Danielle to go and I want Carolyn to recruit Gabby because I think we will have cinema in that turret soon after because I'm obsessed with Gabby, and weirdly now because I'm like obviously engaging with this show, she's popping up everywhere for me, like her her on podcasts and stuff, and she's like I can't escape Gabby, but she's my favorite person in the world now.
She's really good. And I love her takes at breakfast. Like last week, just like not even acknowledging Ivar's existence.
Ivar,
heaven,
that was great.
Which same girl.
Oh my god, I'm
get rid of him already. He's contributing
honest
nothing.
to God. No, and I see him in scenes and I'm like, you need to go. Like you are doing I'm just waiting every episode going, just for like entertainment's sake, get rid of him. Just like even if people think he's a faithful, I don't give a shit. Just like banish him and we'll just move on with our lives.
Backdoor eviction.
Or
just do a surprise eviction. For the first time in the Traitors history. It's time to go.
Walk him out.
Just see ya.
Remember it was I think it was the Australian season. Maybe it was the last one. Remember there was a weird old guy that they ignored. He
made it to the end
until the episode. No, but he didn't exist until the episode he got eliminated. And they were just which
was like the finale.
That's been here. Yeah, they're like, he's the guy that's been here the whole time. And it was like, I think it was literally the episode before the finale. Like, okay, and he's gone. I'm just like, who is this man? And I feel the same way about Ivar. Like, he's not giving anything. And I'm just like, why are you there? Like, let's go.
But that's the Channel 10 school of editing, where it's like, we will only let you know who you need to know, which I love. It's like, Jessica is a 29-year-old student from Brisbane. And you're like, who the fuck is she? Oh, okay, she's going home this week.
No, yet Survivor kills me. I don't know why it's so weird. It's like they don't recognize what they're doing, but I'll be sitting there we're halfway through a season of Survivor, and they would introduce this person I've never seen before in my life.
And you get the clip package, the intro package, and you're like, we got those 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was like, they were on the island the whole time, and then I'm just like, the whole time, and then I'm just like, and I sit there going, oh, so they're going home because you're introducing me to this person because they're gonna say 2 words and they're gonna talk at tribal council and they're out. It's this weird technique that it's and you know me, love Australian Survivor, but it's such a weird thing where it's so obvious every time it's happening, and I don't know why the people working on it think oh, this is a fun technique. I'm like, no, I know they're going. Let's flip it on its head. Have this person eliminate a big player or something. You know what I mean? Just use this weird intro to show someone doing a big move. Don't show me because I'm about to say goodbye to them forever.
Were you shocked when Tom Sandoval entered the breakfast room? Because they kind of told us he was going.
Yeah, because I was convinced. When we were looking at the little turnaround reactions, we were looking at the end of last episode. I think both you and I were like, oh, it must be Tom's going because he gave such a performance when he turned around. But he was still there. So do you know what? After this episode, I'm so glad he's still there. But I thought that was so strange that he didn't go.
Yeah.
But which I'm also happy. I'm happy with the decision in the end because I thought it was just going to be we're just going to murder every male on the show moving forward. But they kind of get a little something different.
Yeah. And he goes, if I farted, only dogs would hear it, which I think was his way of saying he had a clenched butthole because he was worried about going.
Yeah, he's he's one of those people that I don't need to speak. He can sing, but yeah, anything else out of his mouth he's not adding.
Because he's the only person there with any sort of musical sensibility. That was so funny.
Phenomenal.
But yeah.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, Brittany in that morning, like I thought she was kind of like on the ball, but she's an idiot. Like her going, I'm putting my full trust in Danielle now. I'm like, have you been in the same room as her? Like,
have you
this
seen the
entire
show?
time? Like, it's just
like, trust no one.
Honest to God. And also, this episode, I could give it up for the dummies. The dummies got switched on. Like, Tom Sandoval and Sam Ashgari were the only people talking sense this episode. And everyone else is like, I don't know, lobotomized, essentially. But these two men are on it.
I've been saying it for weeks, Dan. Sam Ashgari has been asking the right questions for weeks, but they've only been editing in little snippets and then just lots of sexy shots of him, like, bicep curling, which we love. But we also love...
Thank you, editors.
Thank you, editors. But we love as well, like, him with the Alan's outfit thing. That was fucking genius. He was literally about to out Carolyn in front of everyone at breakfast if it wasn't for Sandoval.
I was going to say, like, honest to God, that was one of the most genius, like, theories to do. And I think, like, the thing that's worked in Carolyn's favor is that she's so skittish and all over the place that she's probably the worst person to ask that question. Where I think if, on the other side, if Danielle was walking in and Sam asked her the same question, Danielle would panic and just, like, overdo it. She'd be like, oh, like, Ellen was wearing a top hat. Like, and it was like black shoes.
She'd be like, you know, I have always been raised to be 26.
Yeah. True Belle Gibbs. Like, it would have been like lovely turtleneck, like just like slowly creeping up as she's saying her response. Like, she would
Danielle
have no idea.
Is
Thank
Belle
God.
Gibson. The way she speaks
Truly.
to Carolyn in the turret, where she's like, yeah, I'm going to totally split the money with you. I'm like, girl. Like, when Carolyn went, girl, I was like, that's me right now watching this.
Yeah, like we all know exactly what's happening here. And it's like, I know probably also they're told by, like, I imagine the producers are like, can you just pretend you're going to work together even if you're not? But even Carolyn's like, this jig is up. Like, I know. Yeah. Yeah, you're like, you're going to betray me. Don't sit here going, oh, we're going to split the money at the end. Like, fuck that. It's like absolute bullshit. But thank God Sam's theory landed on Carolyn, because I think anyone else, like any other traitor, Danielle, would have absolutely flubbed it. So thank God Carolyn's just like, I don't know. Like, okay, great.
And then Sandoval's like, so it was like a really cute, like, little kilt and like a little hat. I'm like, and they were like, Sam Ashgari's like, Sandoval, shut up. Stop. We know what the outfit is.
I love, like, Sandoval just couldn't help himself. He's like, I must tell the outfit. Like, he's like, I clocked every detail because I'm going to recreate it tomorrow. Exactly, like, I'm going to walk in dressed like Alan. Even
when they had all pre-discussed the plan before she walked in, it was so good.
Yeah. I literally thought that was going to be the undoing, and it just didn't happen. So, but like,
good editing too. Actually, like, well, they really.
Well done to Sam.
Yeah, good on Sam. And they really milked a lot of drama out of that little scene. I liked it. And baby girl Dylan Efron, who is wearing a chunky sweater this whole episode, which I'm still on the fence about. He's safe.
Yeah, I found the collar just because it was like a folded down collar. I don't know why, but my eye was drawn to it the entire time. And I couldn't have any other thoughts. I'm like, oh, how does this sweater work? And also, I also have one of those things where I look at those sweaters and I go, itchy. Like, I'm just like, actually, wouldn't you be just like...
It was actually giving Belle Gibson. Maybe it's a tactic to distract with a chunky sweater when you don't know what you're talking about.
Underground marketing.
I'm glad they kept him because he's actually good TV. And Chriselle, for the last few episodes, has just been pissing me off. So, and I was upset because when she was cast, I was so excited for her and she did not deliver, unfortunately.
No, and I thought she'd like give another aspect to it, but also the thing that I've absolutely found joy in was Tom pretending he was sad. She got eliminated as well. Like him just going, "Oh, what a shame." But it's like great. Like the only reason I'd want to see Chriselle continue in the competition is just to see her pure hatred for Tom each week as well, and the same him for her. But it was kind of like a beautiful ending, and I think to be honest, right time to go for her. Like that was she's done her round. Farewell, doll.
Yeah. So we get the flashback, the dramatic flashback to earlier that night in the chapel. And yeah, Chriselle's lackluster response to being murdered, which was just, wow, well, that's sad. I'm like, what? Couldn't you at least go, oh my God, it's Carolyn? Like she told us in confessional she was shocked to see Carolyn. But I'm like, well, why didn't you tell Carolyn that? You just kind of stood there and stared at her. It was really weird.
Yeah, and also who'd been like, why? I'm just like, well, like, who gives, like, at that point, who gives a shit? Like, they were, like, nice enough to go, like, oh, like, everyone just thinks you're a faithful, essentially. Like, as in, like, you're no good in the game. But yeah, I don't know. I would have liked a bit of, I don't know, different question or something. I did love Gabby just loving how well it was decorated. Like, when she sat down, they were like, oh, so what happened? She's like, it was decorated gorgeously. She's like, beautiful.
The set was stunning. Ciara is activated this episode. She is starting. I love she's like, a bitch is lying, which is also the name of this episode, which is fantastic. But she really, she's taken something, but welcome.
Yeah, and it's a shame because like she was only fired up for essentially the episode. Like similar Survivor energy where she got fired up for the episode she's leaving from. I do just very, very quickly. Summer House, love.
I haven't.
You're a Summer House girly. Oh,
you got me into it last year, and I've seen that the premiere ep is out. I will be watching it later this week. Maybe we can report back next week.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, literally, like the first scene, it's like Ciara and Paige like driving to the Hamptons, and she was like, Paige is like, "Oh, what have you been up to?" And she's like, I've been in the Traitors Castle. She was just like, that was insane.
What good timing.
She's like, I was in Scotland. Like, she was like, I was in Scotland. Left. It was crazy. They do a weird flashback to her in the coffin. Her doing her little speech, going like,
oh, they show like, footage from the Traitors.
Yeah.
Summer House.
Like her in the coffin going, I'm coming for you, and I'm just like, oh God. But then I was just like, oh, I said the fact they're showing this, I'm like, I feel like you're gonna go, and then like this episode just like showed she's done.
It's weird that they do that but not the other way around, like we were saying last week. Like show us clips of them on their silly shows being silly.
You would think Bravo especially, like I understand like maybe some of those like challenge
CBS
and like Survivor girlies like yeah they can't show that footage, but like especially like Housewives and stuff, like show us a bit of like Dolo like screaming on New Jersey. Like I'd love to see
the
that.
Greatest hits of Dolores, like just
exactly
whip it out. Oh well. I got to say as well, there was a very funny bit at the breakfast when Alan gives them the doll mission clue, and then Tom Sandoval is like, and do it quickly. And then Sam Ashgari is like, Tom, the clue was doll. Like just Sam just unapologetically trolling Sandoval at this point is like, it's making him even more attractive.
Yes, absolutely. And also just Tom being a dumb bitch, love. Like it's just I don't know. Yeah, but I'm also like, is it endearing? I don't know what's wrong with me, Sam, because I'm like sitting there going,
it's cute.
Oh, like
it's cute.
I'm enjoying how much of a dumbass. And do you know what? Episode 1, I was like, his publicist is an idiot. Why the fuck is he here? This is like the worst show he could possibly be on, like a show called Traitors and him being him. Episode 8, I'm like, genius decision, best thing that's ever been done. What an amazing like turnaround for his character. Like I'm like, I love this.
You're right, because he just comes across as like so harmless, like still hateable in a way, but like it's like cute now. It's like, oh well, it's just Tom. He's harmless. What could he possibly do? He's so dumb.
Exactly. I'm just like, no, and he's just like this dumb, lovable idiot at this point. I'm just like, I'm fully engaged.
And we'll get to his amazing comment later on. But that was truly fantastic television. What did you think of the dolls mission? So we saw this on the UK. I think the UK cast definitely understood the assignment better.
The UK one lent in, and they also understood how the shields work. Like, I don't think I'm also shocked that Ciara was the only one who heard the message about where the shield was. Like, out of all of them, I'm surely there was like multiple shields, and we're only like dealing with Ciara hearing that bear thing. And then it's almost like I feel like they all like mentally switched off as soon as they started getting like squirted with water in the room. They're just like, "Oh, I'm not doing this," kind of thing. Yeah, and one
of the dolls is like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." Love that.
I love the possessed dolls. They're great. But like, I got so angry watching it because I was like, remembered the UK when I was like, they were so good at this and they were like engaged, and I'm just like, oh god. And I was angry sitting there going, these celebrities don't care about like the games, as in like they can't be bothered doing it. But then the fucking star of the show, Tom Sandoval, came out, and his inflection he gave to the dolls was the most insane thing I've ever heard. Like, he was not repeating what the dolls were saying because he was too busy giving it like, I don't know, what do you call it, like bars or something. Like he was just like trying to like give it like some like ebbs and flows. I'm like, doll, just repeat it. But he was like, I'm only on with like a musical ear, and I'm gonna give you bars.
And my favorite moment of the whole episode is when he started singing, and 2 seconds into him singing, Sam Ashgari goes, "Terrible singer." Terrible singer.
Ashgari was trolling him the entire time.
It's great.
Every time he came back on, they're like, not. He was like, not Tom. I don't think anyone else but Tom.
Anyone but Tom. He just cannot stand him. I love it. It's like, oh yeah, so good. And Alan telling off Ivar for like, just what was Ivar doing? He just randomly went up to the phone with no info and just like picked it up. Like, I can be on the show. And Alan's like, what the fuck are you doing, mate? Like, get back in the house.
Yeah. He's actually like, what are you doing, Ivar? He's like, he's like, Nick. He's like, go.
Be your own man.
I love how even Alan knows Ivar's shit for the show. He's just like, fuck it, just go do something. Like, you're annoying.
He should have been taken out then and there, like just through a trapdoor under the ground. Like, I just get rid of him, please.
Horrific. I can't stand him. Anyway, but I enjoyed, and also I'm shocked that they ended up getting 4 in the end, like as in like 4 correct answers, because they wasted the first like 15 minutes doing like nothing, and then they all like came through in the end, which I was like shocked by, but I was just like also amazing. Like, it was just like I didn't know if they were like feeding them answers or something in the end because I was like so bad at it. But also,
like, I don't know. I was
proud of them.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust that clock in the top left-hand corner, Dan. I think I've watched enough reality TV to know that time is it's some Belle Gibson time, if that makes any sense. Yeah,
it does.
But yeah, Ciara snaps up the shield from the little teddy bear, and yeah, she's fucking on one. She's like, I've got the motherfucking shield, bitches, and I'm gonna kill you all. Like, I love the way she's just like swearing.
She's like giving a real performance. I'm not sure what the end game is there, but she's like, I don't know. I think she probably thinks this like show is like her moment for a little bit, so she's giving a little like pizzazz. Although, just like nothing feels, I don't know if the word's like effective, but like I feel like because she was just like in like Boston Rob's like shadow the last few weeks, I'm just like, you're a bit of a dummy in the game. So like any of this like kind of like gameplay you're pretending you're doing, I'm just like, well, you're not really doing much, doll. Like, good luck to you. And shows the round table, like no one was like believing any of her shit anyway.
She tried a strategy, which was be a badass bitch, because her mother didn't raise no fucking lame ass bitch. Her mother raised a badass bitch. So, which we learn later on in the episode as her backstory before she leaves. But yeah, I think it was too hard and fast, and the rest of the cast were like, calm down.
Yeah. And also, I 100% agree with her. She was like, I'm over this like Big Brother alliance. I was like, yes, yeah, me too.
Yes.
Like, I want...
Love that
like
bit.
She like at least clocked it. yeah, but I was just like, I'm over this Danielle and Brittany nonsense anyway. So like, I was there for that, but everything else she was going on about, I'm like, oh, girl.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she's done with it. She's also learnt about coffin theory, which is the players finally playing. But unfortunately, coffin theory does not benefit Ciara because she was one of the coffin girlies. And we get several flashbacks to her being like, motherfuckers, I'm in the coffin, like whatever she said.
That's the same flashback we get on Summer House. So you'll be treated to that when you indulge.
She'll be regretting that one. Yeah, but she's not into the Big Brother girlies. And I was with you, Dan. I was like, thank you, neither. Can we get rid of Brittany? Can we get rid of Danielle even? Like, I'm good.
Oh yeah, I think there's a better game to watch as soon as Danielle goes. She's just like, and we'll get to it, but her and the turret annoyed the shit out of me. I was just like, you're not listening. Yeah, you're not listening to like anything, and she's just like, she's so messy. And thank God, and also as well, Sam Ashgari. Oh no, was it Sam or Tom? I don't know. Someone in this episode was. Oh, actually, no, it was Tom, weirdly Tom Sandoval when they were sitting around like outdoor, like just, you know, actuality as they call it, like trotting around. They Tom was like, what was that argument between like you and like to Carolyn, like you and Danielle the other week? Like, what was that? Like, I was like, oh, thank God you're like clocking into like what was going on. But then also that was kind of like buried quite quickly as well. I'm just like, oh my God, Danielle's been insane this entire show. Like, can everyone just like clock in and go? Can everyone just go, oh, yes, she's actually been mental, and the way she's been like screaming at round tables and like doing weird stuff.
Episode 1 at breakfast.
But like, I noticed at this episode, and I haven't actually been paying attention to it, the shaking. Like, is it a nervous tick or something? Because it was actually the bit later on where she's like sitting down with Dylan and she was actually shaking. I was like, oh, this is actually really like evident, like what's going on, because like even Dylan's like, oh yeah, like she like shakes a bit, whatever, and I'm just like, okay, but has she been doing that the whole time, or is this like
she's not a chihuahua? Like, don't worry.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like I always have this thing with like Jack Russells and Chihuahuas where I feel like their heads are too small for their brain, so I feel like their brain is just like rattling around in the skull. That's why they're always like on edge, kind of thing. And I feel like Danielle's got like a similar situation where like the brain's rattling around, so she's like constantly just like on alert, kind of thing. But yeah, I noticed
Danielle
it so much more this episode.
We need a welfare check on
Danielle.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I think maybe it's also, as we uncovered exclusively on this podcast, that she was on television quite some time ago. I think maybe that plays into it as well. Like there's more like writing on this for her or something. So she's nervous and she's fucking it up.
Sam, there's actually, do you know what? I need to correct multiple things. So I've had people DM me since we've been having these episodes because I've just misquoted things like beyond belief. So the first thing I need to correct is that Dorinda's husband that she was talking about when they first went to the castle was her first husband, not Richard. So I've been corrected where it was the previous husband. That's her link to England. Scotland. So I will lay down and take that. And then the other thing is what we were talking about. Yes, Brittany was on season 3 of Big Brother, and I think Danielle was earlier, but they were recently in a horrific spin-off of Big Brother called Big Brother Reindeer Games, which was over a Christmas
special. Oh my God.
And this is where the betrayal happened. So now...
the betrayal is fresh.
The betrayal is recent history. Hang on. Brittany's like one of the older ones. Yeah.
The betrayal happened on a fucking Christmas special. Like
Big Brother Reindeer Games, yes.
That makes it even pettier, and I fucking love it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the fact that she's coming in, just going like, I'm like so betrayed, and like you got betrayed on a show called Big Brother Reindeer Games.
You got
like,
betrayed on a show when you were wearing Santa hats. Like, Oh wow!
Exactly. Like this is where we're at. So like I love that they have like history out of Big Brother players, but now their recent history is a horrific spin-off. So it's actually quite beautiful that it's still so fresh and raw for something that sounds like a horrific format.
Thank you, Gay Mafia, for writing in with all of that beautiful insights.
Yeah, correcting me.
Oh boy. Should we get to the round table?
Please.
Please. I got to say, I'm getting really bored of the same soundtrack leading us into the round table every week, because over on the UK Traitors, the superior Traitors, they like play like covers of like pop bangers leading into the round table, and they get you really fucking hard for the round table. You're like, yeah, like Toxic by Britney Spears, and you're like, yeah.
Oh,
but
the
this
music
song,
on
boring.
the UK is unmatched. The UK is unmatched for like the whatever music licensing the BBC have over there.
Maybe it doesn't. Music licensing doesn't exist in the UK. They just like go for it, free for all.
What? So I need to understand that, because in my mind, like if we say the equivalent here, like ABC, not a soundtrack to be found. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like they can't afford it, but for some reason the BBC are like just like throwing the notes out, going like, yes, let's get.
Well, the ABC aren't
like,
even
covers.
doing reality shows to begin with. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like tasteful docos about like, I don't know, something's important.
I can't wait for the ABC to just get a bit trashy. You know what I mean? Just like let's lean into reality.
Let's do it.
Like obviously, everyone in the country.
My tax dollars being used in that way, please.
Oh my god, I will donate double each year. Whatever I'm giving to the ABC now, I'll give you more. If you're gonna make me a lovely reality show, I'll be all on board, please. So
increase taxes for
give me some
reality
lovely music. Yeah, and music licensing. Do you know what? Like, at least then I know where my money's going, and then I'm fine.
Yeah. No, so the song sucks. It's like, it's a real downer song. But anyway, I digress. Coffin Theory comes up straight away.
Yeah. Sam, sorry, so quickly. Is Ciara Canadian? Because
maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I also tried to Google this, and because I thought she was famous enough for Google to tell me where she was born. They didn't tell me, but she says like about, and she says outspoken. Like I clocked it. She said about like twice during this episode, and then outspoken when she was like close to the like round table. I'm like, what's happening here? Is this Miss Ciara a Canadian girlie?
I'm
but
sure
that was just something that like, took me out. Look, the same gay that told me that it was Dorinda's first husband. If you can do some research and let me know if Ciara's Canadian born, that'd be great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I love they're all like the Traitors must be girls because the last two were men, and I'm like, it's like normally that would annoy me, but they're correct. So I'm like, okay, yeah, well done. You're using some logic here. They've clocked the producers like terrible choices. And so the girls are freaking out about that. They're like, fuck, what do we do? And then Tom Sandoval makes the best Freudian slip ever. He's like, well, you know that women are just like known cheaters. And the way the round table just erupted in like, fuck you, like a circle of fuck you, Toms. It was heaven.
It was beautiful, and just like it was just like, oh, you would like. I think it was like Ciara was like, you would know, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Dolores is like, that just came out of your mouth. I was like, yeah.
And he corrected. I was like, traitors, and I'm just like, oh no, like you meant what you meant, and it was just like it was stunning, stunning to see.
Good. And then he just keeps going.
The best person at the table. Yeah, the best person at the table to say that as well. Like it was just like perfect.
Incredible. And then he's like, I meant traitors. And Sam's like, honey, you are digging this hole deep. Like, just shush. Like, Sam is trolling, but also, like, he wants the best for Tom. He's, like, trying to help Tom, really.
I also love during the fray, Gabby just going, everybody vote out Tom. Which is like great.
Oh, so good. It is, yeah. really fun in these moments, watching these celebs just kind of like murder this game. Like, because let's be honest, the game is broken anyway. Like, even in the civilian seasons, I have too many questions about how the game works. It's not as straightforward as Survivor or Big Brother. There's too many questions and too many variables. So it is fun watching a group of just absolute trash people just like ruin it.
Yeah, I have to say, I think the UK found the perfect balance this season, which is having that what was it like? I want to say like, what was it, Seath? I don't know. Well, it was like the person who like found out the true identity of someone towards the end. There we go.
Clap your hands. Clap your hands.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. As like, that'll be like That'll be Brittany walking in to like have a meeting with Danielle like later in the season. It's like, clap your hands, and she's like going in to sit down to ask her if she's a traitor or not. That'll be. Do you know what? What a moment if that does happen. If it's like if they get that same. Oh, because because the chess game next week was like similar timing for the UK when they like found that out, but like it was towards the end. Anyway, I'm excited to see if they bring that element in, because I think that'll kind of liven them up a bit.
They
I think everyone's
need
just
a twist.
Like guessing.
I'm ready for a twist, because we've had a lot of just them. I don't know, just throwing out random names and stuff. Like,
I think they need to be led. They need to be led at this point, because they're all a bit dumb, to be honest. So like,
because look, the coffin,
give them a little
coffin twist helped. Like, now they're actually using that as a thing. It's wrong, but they're at least like thinking about it. Poor Ciara, like, there's nothing worse than being just like falsely accused of something. Like, I see a lot of myself in her, and I would have reacted in this exact same way. I would have told them all to get fucked.
Yes, and I actually really liked her approach. Like, she's like the whole like, I'm not trying to be a badass or whatever, and she was like, I'm not bending to anyone. Like, I appreciate that, but then also it's that annoying thing. I think it's always a nail in the coffin anytime someone's sitting at that round table and it's like, well, she's like, you can eliminate me and then you'll be like annoyed next week. I'm just like, oh, just like don't say that. Just don't like say anything else. Don't say like, oh yeah, eliminate me then find out kind of thing. It's just like, no, don't give them that option. Just like, because
they will go
hard.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Because they're looking for an easy vote. So like, don't give them an out. Like, just like actually go. If you feel like you're going, whatever theory you have, go hard and go like, this person for this reason, I think this. Or even if you like want to spread your votes or give a few theories before you go, just do it. Just like shoot everyone as you're going out, because otherwise you're never getting your chance again. And if you're going to like sign your own death warrant by going, oh, like eliminate me and find out, like, then do the most before you go.
So it's a landslide. She receives pretty much every vote. And she leaves with a shield in her pocket. Has this happened before? I think, again, this is where the game is broken. Like, what's the point of winning a shield if you can then be banished straight away and it doesn't even like save you? I don't know. Like, and everyone knew she had it anyway, because the girls split up between the doll's house and the other house.
I feel like, to your point, Sam, I feel like the shield should be more like an idol in Survivor, where you can kind of pass it off to someone. Like, you can do like a little, but also you can do a little sneaky, you know what I mean? As in like going like, oh, here's the shield. Because it seems very like black and white. Like, as soon as you have it, you have it. Like, as soon as you make that decision on a challenge, that's like, it's done and you're the only person. But I think it should be a bit more of a fluid thing where like, if you think someone's threatened later on in the night, you go, oh, I'm going to give it to you because I think it's going to save you. So I think they need to like lean into that a little bit more, because I think Ciara could have like, knowing she was going, just give it to someone. Well,
I think it should also work at the round table, but like once it's been used like an idol, it's been used. So for example, I think in this episode, she should have been able to stand in the little circle and they're like, reveal if you're a faithful or a traitor. Then she goes, well, get this, and then she whips out the shield and everyone's like, oh my god, and then she gets to sit back down and not tell us. That would be everything. And then also the traitors are shitting themselves because they've just wasted a banishment, and also the traitors would then have to like try and, redirect the votes. It'd be great. And then it's gone and she can get murdered that night if they want. But I don't know. I just think that would be a fun, dramatic reveal moment.
No, I agree with you. I think the shield needs to get a little bit more cunty.
They're just, they're like souvenirs at this point. They mean nothing. And I'm not even keeping track of who's got them because I don't care. They don't fucking do shit.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Wow, saves you from murder. Cool. And then next week, in the turret, wow, Carolyn was me in this moment. I was like, Danielle, shut up.
This fucking you going they're given the option to recruit, and her going for Brittany is just the most obvious thing of her going, I want someone in here to get rid of you, Carolyn. And it's just and I don't know how she can't talk around it because Carolyn is clocked on immediately. And thank God Boston Rob's no longer there, because at least now Carolyn seems to have a voice where she's like, I'm not doing this. I'm not going along with your little game here. But even Danielle to think that her theory about that would work, and I'm just and she's like, I'm taking you to the end. I'm like, fucking bullshit. You wanted to murder her and get rid of her just recently. You've lost your mind.
Well, we'll find out what happens. I think they're onto Danielle. Dylan is onto Danielle. I think her days are numbered, and I'm hoping, as you said, that Carolyn will recruit Gabby, and then probably throw Gabby under the bus. That would be fun, and then just take all the money herself. That's what I want.
Yeah, and also the whole thing now is Carolyn just needs and she's playing a smart game where she needs just them to murder to get rid of one more person. The next day, Danielle will probably get murdered. So that's what she needs to bank on. Banish. She will go Danielle will be banished in the next one. And then Carolyn can just recruit whoever she wants without any input from someone else, which is a perfect plan. So she just needs to ride this out and get through this night and go, we're just going to murder someone because we can't agree right now. And then we'll recollect, we'll come back to it tomorrow and then we'll see. So I hope to God that does happen, because I'd love to see a Gabby Carolyn turret. That will blow my mind.
Too. And I'm bored of Danielle's chaos. It was really fun, but I'm okay, honey, she needs to be put out of her misery almost.
Oh, it's too obvious now as well, especially with Ciara gone. That's the last theory that was floating above everyone's head. Now they've got to look
all
at
eyes on
actions
Danielle
and what's happened, and Danielle's going to be gone. So I hope Carolyn manages to ride this one out in the turret.
Well, Dan, I'll see you next week to see what happens.
Yes, we will. Sam must get to yoga, so we have to get stepping.
I'm on a tight schedule.
Tight schedule. All right. Namaste.
Doll. Thank you, doll. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Farewell. Bye.